Hello guys, I'm Rudolph Morgan, and I'll be introducing your hosts, Jada Lyles, Layla Lambert, and Josiah Zavala. They'll take it out from here.
Hello, welcome to the Voices in the Maze. I'm Josiah Zavala, and today we'll be focusing on The Maze Runner, not just as a movie, but as a reflection of what young people go through every day.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Voices in the Maze. I am one of your hosts, Layla, and today I am going to be reacting to how the Maze Runner pushed young people, like myself, into systems that take advantage of us. The moment that always stuck with me was at the beginning at 6 minutes and 55 seconds. When the Gladers surround Thomas and start listing rules, expectations, without any choice, just this is how it is. That's exactly what the proposal was talking about. Teens being expected to survive systems that we didn't build. The Glade is basically a controlled society where kids are told to accept everything without question. And honestly, that's how it is with family, politics, and school even. The proposal mentions memory loss, forcing characters to find themselves, and that theme hits hard. At timestamp 33 minutes, 20 seconds, Thomas has a blurry flashback of Wicked, chaotic, incomplete, confusing. It's the perfect metaphor for trying to understand who you are when the world... The civilians versus government theme is one of the strongest in the movies. At timestamp an hour, 18 minutes, 40 seconds, when the Grievers attack and the Gladers realize they're being manipulated, everything shifts. Wicked uses fear to control them. Fear of punishment, fear of the maze, fear of stepping out of line, and when Wicked says it's all for the greater good, it mirrors how real systems justify harm. The proposal calls this out perfectly. People in power often use the idea of greater good to excuse actions that hurt the people underneath them. Segment 4. Thomas doesn't just question the system, he challenges it. At timestamp an hour, 5 minutes, 15 seconds, when he convinces the others to fight back. That's the turning point. He represents the idea that change starts with one person refusing to accept the rules. And that's why the movie hits so hard for teens. We're tired of being told to accept things as they are. The Maze Runner shows us that survival isn't enough. We deserve freedom, identity, and the power of question the systems around us. More reactions coming after the break.
Hey listeners, welcome back to Voices in the Maze. I'm your third host, Jada Lyles, and today we're going to be talking about the two most important themes of the Maze Runner. The conflict between civilians and the government, and the struggle with identity in a world made to erase it. At its core, The Maze Runner is a story about power. Wicked represents a government-like institution that operates without transparency, accountability, or consent. The Gladers, on the other hand, represent civilians, ordinary people trying to survive under a system they never agreed to. Wicked controls everything: where kids live, what they remember, and the dangers they face, and even who lives or dies. This imbalance mirrors real-world power structures where governments or institutions justify harmful actions by claiming they're necessary to society's survival. In this film, Wicked repeatedly insists their experiments are for the greater good. That phrase becomes like a shield, an excuse to strip people of freedom, autonomy, and safety. The maze itself becomes a political tool. It keeps the Gladers busy, afraid, and dependent. When people are trapped in survival mode, they're easy to control. That's the heart of the civilians versus government theme. Power thrives when people are too overwhelmed to resist. Memory loss is one of the most important symbolic elements in the movie. When the Gladers arrive, their identities are erased. No past, no family, no history. Without memory, they're easier to manipulate. This theme raises a powerful question. If you don't know who you were, how do you know who you are? The maze becomes a metaphor for the journey of self-discovery. Every turn represents a choice. Every dead end represents confusion. Every breakthrough represents clarity. Thomas's identity forms not from his past, but from his decisions, his courage, his curiosity, and his refusal to accept the world he's given. The loss of identity also reflects how society often tries to define young people before they can define themselves. Expectations, labels, stereotypes, They all function like memory wipes, shaping who we're supposed to be instead of who we truly are. But Thomas disrupts that cycle. His instinct to question, explore, and challenge authority becomes that spark that restores identity to the group. His rebellion shows that identity is something not given, it is something built. Outro. The Maze Runner isn't just a dystopian story. It's a warning about power, a reflection on identity, and a reminder that questioning authority is sometimes the only path to freedom. Thanks for listening to Voices in the Maze. More deep dives coming soon.